If you're feeling lost, overwhelmed, or like no one understands, you're not alone. I know the weight of darkness can feel unbearable, but I promise you, there's a light beyond this moment. This is not the end of your story. Stay with me because today we're going to share stories on how to find the strength to keep moving forward together.
The thing that we think is the most important, the thing that we feel like we cannot let go of. God is like, I'm greater than that. And I'm bigger than anything, and I'm greater than anyone. And that is what you learn when you start trusting His timing and not believing what it looks like. And God reminded me in that moment, like, I am leading and guiding you. I'm greater than anyone involved. I'm bigger than any problem that's involved because I'm God. And everything is working out for you, Joy, is what I heard in that moment. So I'm saying it to you for the people that may feel like you're losing. It may look like to other people that you're folding and you're weak, but you're not. God is saying, I'm here for you. I am here for you, and I'm greater. I'm greater. Trust my timing.
Keep your ass healthy. Stop it. Come out of them dark rooms with all that depression. Stop yourself. You go get some help. But you can start by journaling. What do I want? Who am I?
It's like I was drowning. But nobody knew I was drowning. The only way people were gonna realize that I was, okay,
Yes,
cool. Yeah, it's touchy for me because I haven't shared it with anybody. I said the only way people were gonna realize that I was drowning is if I completely drowned. And I was like, wow. And I can't say anything to anybody because I gotta make sure you're fixed. I gotta make sure you're good. I gotta make sure everybody's good.
If you see me go from that to not wanting to be around everybody, not really talking, I don't understand how the first response isn't like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, and I feel like the response is what eventually brought on the anxiety for me. Because at first it was just depression, and then it was the panic attacks. Because on top of I'm in my head trying to figure out what's going on with me, no one's come to say, hey, are you good? Like, what's going on? On top of that, y'all are taking it as a personal attack. And so now, on top of that, I feel like I need to protect myself. And now I'm super anxious and having panic attacks.
It is such a lonely place too. It's very difficult to speak out about it. Even to your most trusted people, it's hard to admit it. Why? At least for me, I feel like because I should be strong enough to overcome that. And then it just feels weak. It just feels so weak. And the perception of that. And I'll also say that, like, there are a lot of people who feel that it's weak.
That's fair.
And will verbalize that.
That's
so
fair.
then it's
That's
just
so
this
true.
immediate shame that you're like, oh, well, if I struggle with this, then I'm a weak person. And yet there's so many times I'm like, I don't want to feel this way. I can try with all of my might to get out of this, and I can't pull myself out of the pit. I can't pull myself out by myself.
That's right.
But it's hard to extend the arm and go, help me.
Yeah.
I've been functioning well, I guess you could say, but to be honest, I know that I've also felt very depressed, and it is hard when you know that you're doing your best, but you're just wondering when your best is going to feel good. And I get frustrated sometimes because that seems to be a place I end up landing back in. And I understand feelings are valid. They don't always feel like something you have the most control over. And so I always remind myself that, like, my response is my responsibility and I can at least control that. And, like, there are things I can't change, but I can change my mind. And so I try, obviously, to take the logical approach, but it is just hard. Like, you know, mindset is everything. And so you're trying not to accept defeat, but there's just also a very high level of fatigue that accompanies this fight, like the mental one. Like, the waking up every day and making the choice to even like keep posting so that I can hold myself accountable to the path that I'm on, so that I can encourage other people, and so that I can get the fulfillment from knowing that other people can feel seen and heard and understood as they navigate life's challenges too. It's just hard because I know that I'm exhausted, and I remind myself like, all right, Shan, holding on is enough in these moments. Like, I understand you're trying to head toward a breakthrough, but just do what you can to keep from breaking down. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just hoping it doesn't get there, because I have felt toe to toe with my own mind so many times, and I want this version of me to be the one that wins.
Depression, it's hard. And I had to learn to evaluate of taking mental breaks. Being a content creator, it is very difficult because you have so much passion and drive of speaking out on your platform and honestly being truthful to your family, your subscribers, and you have everything all together, then it's like suddenly things start to fall instantly. And you just wonder why things happen, why things going. And a lot of people was telling me not to give up. Most of the time I did want to give up because I said, I worked so hard. And, why this now? Why this? And a lot of people told me that because you're going through a breakthrough and something's big and better is going to come for you. So, everyone said this cycle is going to end. And I just felt like, it never does. I just feel disappointed. And I just mostly be hard on myself, meaning that hurting myself, being hard, being so nasty, talking to myself, and not to learn to love me. I hurt myself. And it just did. It really hurts. And you just never know what someone is going through. And a lot of people just don't have that emotional support. But with my emotional support, I had to take time out for myself and take a step back from social media and just breathe. And just remember like the good music and the moods that brought joy into my life. And that makes me feel good and make me have a lot of happiness and hope again. So I hope that this will be an understanding period to everyone that's dealing with mental health, and it's really important. Breathe, stay strong. Life will always bring struggles and difficulties, but that doesn't mean we stop pushing forward. Even when we feel small, defeated, or like we have reached the end, we must remind ourselves that's not the case. Hold your head up high, no matter what path you're on. Whether you're a content creator, a doctor, lawyer, or pursuing any dream, never give up on yourself. Don't let the negativity of others bring you down just because they are unhappy, selfish, or lost their own misery. Learn to live without people who don't support you, because not everything in life is glitz and gold. But you still have yourself, and that's worth more than anything. Stay on your path, stay positive, keep loving yourself, because there is no one else like you, and God has a purpose for you. Never let anyone discourage you from becoming the person you're meant to be. I hope this video has been a lesson, a reminder of strength, and a source of encouragement for anyone facing mental health struggles, setbacks, or uncertainty about their future. You're not alone. Keep pushing forward because your story isn't over. Thank you for watching. If this message inspired you, please subscribe for more motivation and comment below with what you love to hear next from creators, celebrities, or stories that uplift the world.